Welcome back to Zoo Design Studio Tutorials. Today we're going to go through two new functions to cover patterning. This is going to be a quick way that we can replicate geometry in regular arrangements so we can keep those repeated features in a parametric fashion. So for patterns, we have both circular and linear patterns. I have this cylinder just to start. It's slightly off of center just so we can keep things simple for that circular pattern. So I'll go ahead, click circular pattern. The first thing that it's asking for is a solid. So I'll click on that solid, hit continue. Next up, instances. So this is how many cylinders do we want to generate in this pattern. I'll go with 5 to start. We can go ahead and create a variable from that. So then this is something that as we're going back, modifying that workflow, we have this variable already called out for easy modification. I can take a peek at my gizmo down here to understand what orientation we're working with. So if I want it spinning around this way, I'm going to go choose that Z axis. And for my center, as I mentioned before, I have this geometry slightly off center, so I'll keep my center at 0 for how we're spinning around that circle. There we go. I hit submit, and as we can see, we have 5 new cylinders going around in that circular orientation. As I mentioned, we had generated that parameter, so I could go in here, bump this up to 10, and have quick control over how many parts I'm working with. So maybe from here, I'm using this to subtract away, create some sort of geometry, but we have that nice control over my pattern. Now, if I wanted to do a linear pattern, it would be a similar approach. I'm clicking on the solid that I want to pattern. It's asking me for instances. Let's go with 8 this time. And then distance. This is where it's going to be a little bit different. So this is going to be the distance between each of those solids that are being patterned. I'll go ahead and stick with that 5 millimeters that's already been defined. For axis, again, what direction am I headed in? I can reference that gizmo. We'll go with X. Here we can see that single item that I had defined before, we've been able to pattern in both the circular and the linear direction here. So depending on kind of what we actually want to do with this geometry, whether we're cutting things out of maybe a flat plate with that linear geometry, maybe creating a flange with that circular geometry, there's a lot we can do with the pattern function from there. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.